Why Square Enix? Why? Hey guys, welcome back to Javon Rule 16. I am your host Javon, and we're back with another bad PC port. It's Valkyrie Elysium for the PC. Today I'm running this on my Intel Core i3-10105, and I say running loosely in quotation marks, with the Intel UHD 630, 6GB, 16GB DDR4 RAM in dual channel memory, and this is the lowest settings in the game. 720p. No resolution scaling. It pretends to have FSR, and I'm running on the low preset. I just want to show you that real quick. But I don't think FSR actually is helping the way that I want it to help me in this game. Anyway, we're running on a low preset anyway, 1080p, 720p I said, and well, this is it. This is what I get. This is it. This is the best I could get. I even went into the config file, and as you can see, I messed up the grass in it. I tried everything to make this run as unplayable as give me some frames, man. Just make it anywhere decently playable for me. It seems like this did a better trick because I can look around at least. So this is me going to the bare minimum. Scalability, and I dropped the scalability. This is a config. You can't get this game naturally, by the way. This is a config I did to get this like this with my scalabilities. But this is basically it. This is all I could achieve. From Valkyrie Elysium. I mean, is it playable? Yes, it is. It's moving really smooth. There are no stutters because I'm running at a very low frame rate. It'd be terrible if I got stutters at such a low frame rate. So that's the only saving grace here. The fact that I'm running at such a low frame rate, it's like, hey, come on in. The water's fine, bro. But it is playing quite smooth. My CPU is chilling, 8%, bro. Like, come on. I'm using 7.4 gigabytes of RAM. That's not bad. But this isn't demanding. This doesn't demand a lot of RAM. No, does it? And it does seem to be able to play over 15. I've always said in the single player games, for most of them at least, if you can get over 15 on average, that's pretty good. I remember back in the day, I played Resident Evil 2 with 15 FPS frame lock and enjoyed the hell out of it on the lowest settings, dude. It was crazy. I think I did it at 960 by 540. It was insane. But it worked. And I legit sat down and enjoyed the game that way. Before recording, I just sat and played the game. So it can be done, and this is going up to 20, so it can be done. This isn't the worst possible thing ever, but to anyone else with a lower end, you ain't playing this game. Well, first of all, this is DirectX 12 game, so you really ain't playing this game if you got this low end. But if you have the 630, hey, it somewhat runs. Will it run on the 620? Worse than this, clearly, but which is a scary thought, because if it runs worse than this, what is it, like 10 FPS? Like, I can't get any lower than this, so there's nothing else to tweak. I would have to use this same config, and that'd be ridiculous. But once again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and stick around for more epic content. What I will say is, with this config, it does make the game playable. I'll say it. It's playable. I'll say it. Yeah. Normally I'm against it, but I'd say that it's moving smooth enough because this is a big area. A lot of this game takes place in like outside the. We're inside of a beaten down castle and stuff, but a lot of it takes place outside, and there's a lot of foliage. And since I've disabled most of the foliage, it'll actually run quite decently outside areas. Like we might see higher frame rates when I get indoors and stuff like that. We'll see higher frame rates. So if we can maintain this frame rate in such a large area, I can look, even in the cutscenes, it's still over for the 15 FPS. I stood corrected. But even in cutscenes, it still runs somewhat decently in the cutscenes. Yes, everyone's eyes are completely black.
No matter. I mustn't be distracted.
What, we're not going for him? Okay, that's cool. Can I go over there anywhere? I knew it, dude. That is smart. I was there like, the human mind. Someone's gonna be like, I want to go over there and see where he went. So they spawn enemies here. And also, I would have missed this if I didn't. The human's curious heart, man. The human's curious heart. Like, the game is running, man. And I can look up. It's not like I'm looking at the ground. I'm looking up at these big damn structures. And the game's running. So, I'd say that's a win. The camera controls are ridiculous, but...
Here ends your miserable existence.
Boy, I didn't mean to only hit him. But you kind of only made me hit him. Whoa, too many effects, guys. Come on. This can't support this. Hey, at least we use less than 8 gigabytes of RAM. I wouldn't recommend playing this in single channel RAM. If you do, it'll end poorly. So don't do that. But other than that, the game seems to run decently for low end as low end gets. Like, this is if you really want to play Valkyrie Elysium. Like, we're going indoors now, are we? No, we're going to another place like this. Right, this is how bad you want to play Valkyrie Elysium, right? It's like, I don't know who actually says, man, I can't wait for Valkyrie Elysium. This is going to be awesome. I don't know who that is, what kind of player that is, but you know.
An easy fight.
It still doesn't get bad even when there's so many enemies on screen. So that has to mean something. Right? Right? I don't know. You tell me. But yeah, even with a lot of enemies on screen, the game still plays the exact same, so... I'm looking for the positives. I'm looking for the positives. Yeah, I do like that. There are no stutters and the game it runs decently. Alright, I'm gonna mute myself, so enjoy the rest of the gameplay. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of enemies. And I'll see you guys next time. It runs. I can't believe it runs. Like butter. Not really.